Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode here, I'm going to do a PIVX transaction. I got somebody to essentially donate some PIVX to me right here, 10 PIVX. And what I plan to do is basically transfer this with a zero fee transaction to a PIVX wallet, the desktop version, for the purposes of staking. And so apparently PIVX is a staking coin, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But what I'm going to do is I've got some Bitcoin here, and I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to send Bitcoin to this old address here that I've already exposed the private key. I've already exposed the password to the encrypted private key, but also, if you've seen in my last episode, let me see, I'll try to show you this one right here, this one in particular, how to split Bitcoin Cash. I actually exposed the private key, so hopefully you'll be able to sweep it. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse this wallet. The private keys have already been compromised, and I'm just going to go ahead and load it with $5, and I'm going to use Conomi to do it, and let's see what the fees are, and we'll go from there. So let's do that first, okay? And then I'll go on to PIVX. And so here it is. So let's do this Conomi product review, PIVX. So I went into settings, and then my fees, and you noticed I've put a very low fee on it. I'm going to change that. I'm going to show you something, and I didn't know this until I got some Bitcoin into the Conomi wallet, or maybe it was an update. I'm not too sure. But I'll put zero fees on here, alright? Put OK. So I got zero fees. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and now transfer some Bitcoins. And that's how many Bitcoins I got. This is originally from the treasure hunt that I choose to, that I did a split from Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Let's go to send. And let's simply scan the QR code here. There we go. And that's what it's going to show you, because apparently they're ambiguous addresses now for Bitcoin. So I want to make sure it's Bitcoin address I'm sending to. Okay. And you can see the symbol is different than the Bitcoin Cash symbol. So that's how you'll know. And I'm going to put in US dollars 5. Okay, and I push send, and then this is where it's different. Is usually with the other wallets, the other coins, I've already selected my transaction fee per kilobyte. Well, with Bitcoin, it doesn't necessarily do that. I don't know if this is new. This is my first time sending from a Conomi wallet, but apparently you have options here, and look at it'll tell you the fees of what it costs to send $5 right now. So let me go here, and I'm going to go to 21 Bitcoin fees, 21.co, and you can see this is, let's refresh it. So this is set in kilobytes, but the range should be right about, well, you see the range here, it's quite a bit. Anyways, it looks like the network is not that bad. It has gone up a little bit. As you can see, this is on one day. It's gone down to 20,000 transactions in the mempool. Right now it's currently at, no, it's only at 6,000, so it's gone down. But to give you an idea, I'll show you what it looked like 7 days, and you can see it was up to 50,000 at one point. So anyways, there you go. Let's get back to this here. So so it doesn't necessarily give you an option to set your fees, kinda, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's see what the different fees are. So that's normal. Let's see what priority is. Priority is $2.68. Normal, $2.41. Low priority would be $2.02. But there's this other option here, default, and I thought this would be a default to your settings, your fee settings, but it's not. It's just a plain default. Let me see. 20 cents. So I guess that's better than nothing. I want to make sure that I don't pay too much in fees, and let's just do that. And this is going to be an interesting experiment. As soon as I put it up, maybe it'll confirm, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll take 16 or 24 or 48 hours to confirm. I don't know, but if you're able to sweep it pretty fast, I'll show you how you can, even though it's unconfirmed, maybe how you'll be able to sweep it by a concept of not a replace by fee, but parent pays for child. Hold on. All right, I'm cutting back in. Anyways, let's go ahead and just send $5 to the address, and I'm going to go ahead and confirm. And there it is. Okay, so we're just waiting on confirmation. So let's see if it shows up here. Just going to refresh that. And there it is. There it is, okay? And so it's probably going to stay unconfirmed for a very long time. It's only a 20-cent confirmation. Let's have a look here. Under fees, yep, 20 cents. 20 cents. So if I paid 20 cents and the low priority is $2, it'll most likely take a very long time. So this is where the challenge is for you, the treasure hunter, is you could do a couple options. Depending on your wallet, you can try to sweep this wallet, and depends on your fee. Now it's only $5. The fees are high, so it's a balancing act, and it's also a competition against other treasure hunters. Basically, you're going to be competing against other treasure hunters, and you're going to have to determine how much fee to put into it to get confirmation. So basically, depending on your wallet, it could be Conomi, it could be, I think Mycelium. As a matter of fact, I'm going to test it out. I'll be right back. Alright everyone, come back in here, and as you can see, even Mycelium wallet will allow me to, it says receiving, but I can send an unconfirmed transaction, as you can see. There you go. See, it's still unconfirmed. I'll refresh it real quick, and it'll probably be unconfirmed for a very long time. So but the problem with Mycelium is it doesn't allow you to set the fees. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's just do a send. See, I'm still allowed to. I'm just going to scan the same QR code. I'm not going to sweep it or anything. Okay, I just want to see what the fee would be. If let me see here. Priority. Low pro. See, that's only economic. So let's just let's see what the max. Okay. Warning: spending unconfirmed funds, which Mycelium will let you do. Let's see what the prior. Okay, let's change this. Let's change this. Okay, now let's put max. Okay. Wow. After all the fees, I only get $1. Okay. All right. So $3.84 for mycelium. That's priority. Low priority would be $1.36. Economic would be $2.26. Normal would be $3.62. So you won't be left with too much, but what you can do is you can pull that transaction, the unconfirmed transaction, and it's essentially you're going to be paying to get your transaction confirmed if you put a high priority over it, and it will get the miner to pull this transaction as well. So it'll get the miner to mine this into the block as well as your transaction that you want to pull. So it depends how you want to do it. You could, you know, so that's that. What you can do is you can still use your Conomi wallet and wait for it. It'll be unconfirmed. The problem is you'll be competing with other treasure hunters, and that they may try to swipe it at a higher fee. And it, you know, if it's unconfirmed, you got to remember it's not added to the blockchain. So it's whoever gets into the block first will get the coins. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see how it does. So okay, all right. So there it is. Okay, that leaves me with that. Okay. All right, so that's the treasure hunt. Have fun. As far as the private key, remember you can get to the private key and the passcode and everything by this one, how to split Bitcoin Cash, part 2. But I recommend watching part 1 as well if you're interested in that. All right, so let's get on to. I can't even see through this here. Okay, excellent. Okay, now let's get on to PIVX. Okay, so I got PIVX here. I'm going to do a 0 transaction fee. So let's check the settings one more time. Okay, transaction fee for PIVX. And I set it to 0 already. You can see that. This is 0. Okay. Let's see if how long PIVX will take to transfer a 0 transaction fee. I suspect that it's going to be not that long. It's actually going to be very quick. So here it is. Here's PIVX, and that's what it looks like. And the person who did send this to me was another YouTuber, Yellow Fever for You. Thank you, Yellow Fever for You. He gave this to me to experiment with, asked me to make a video, and what I decided to do was, since this is a proof of stake coin, and I decided to get a wallet on a desktop and go ahead and stake this coin. And I'll explain that a little bit later. So let me cut in, cut out real quick. Alright everyone, I'm cutting back in, and if you go to PIVX.org, okay, PIVX the coin, PIVX, this is what you get. A lot of information on here, as you can see here. Anyways, they have a mobile wallet, but unfortunately my Android is not compatible with this mobile wallet, so I'm not able to experiment with that. It's kind of unfortunate. I would have liked to. I don't know if you would stake with a mobile wallet or not. It would. I didn't get into the details, but I know that it does have it for Windows and Windows 10. I have to use on my wife's computer, and plus, since this is an experiment, they do have a mobile wallet for Android. It says right there, and they're on GitHub. They have a wallet for Linux, Mac, Windows. Anyways, let me see here if I can get this to focus a little bit better. There we go. So anyways, what I got a Windows. I'm using it on my wife's computer because we barely use it anymore. Let me see, my Bitcoin cache is still here, so it looks like it's safe enough. Anyways, I've already staked. I downloaded the 32-bit on this computer. Anyways, so that's what I did. If you download the desktop version, I know you can stake it. Apparently they're going to have an upgrade soon. Okay, I'll go ahead and upgrade when the time comes. So anyways, this is what it looks like. It took about a day to download the nodes. Hold on. Oh, never mind. So when you download this wallet, you have to download all the I guess their blockchain and all the other transactions that's happened. So it took about a day, so I had to wait for that. But now that it's all up to date, I'm going to go ahead and make, let me see here. There's overview, there's send, there's receive, there's transactions, and then you can also be a master node. I think you have to have 1,000 PIVX to be a master node. So you have to have 1,000 PIVX to be a master node, and so I'm not gonna, unless someone wants to donate 1,000 PIVX for me to experiment with the master nodes, which I highly doubt anybody will. But if you do, I'm gonna give you my receiving address here. So if you go on the receiving address, there's a button right here, request payment, and what it'll do is it'll pop up, it'll generate a public address key. So there it is. Okay, and now this is the address key. So I'm going to take PIVX. I'm going to take my PIVX off of Conomi and put it into here with a 0 transaction fee. Let's see how long it takes. So here it is. Okay, send, and I've already let me see here. Send to, of course, send to this address right here. There we go. Is that the right address? Yeah, that's the correct address. Okay, so here we go. Use all funds. Okay, and it says slightly less will be sent because of fees, but I set the fees to 0. And let's see. Yes. And as you noticed on the PIVX wallet on the Coinomi, there's no default priority or anything, so there's nothing here. So you're able to set the fees on this for some reason, but not on Bitcoin for whatever reason. I guess for whatever reason. Anyways, let's confirm that, and I'm just going to go ahead and okay, there it is. Oh, look at that. It says incoming transaction, amount received. Okay. All right, so let's close that, and don't worry about the address because I'm going to close it because it's right here. So every time you push a request payment, another address shows up. So I could just double click right here and it would pop up again. I'm only going to probably use one. So, but anybody else that wants to donate a PIVX, here you go. Go ahead and scan that QR code. So there you go. Let's look at the transaction. Let's see if there's a transaction coming in. Oh. it looks like it. Type received. For some reason, it does not focus very well. So yeah, it says here 10, amount 10. So it looks like it's already seeing the transaction. I don't know if there's any confirmations. I'll have to check on that. Let's have a look at overview. Let's see, it says pending. Okay, it says here pending. I don't have any available. Total. Okay. So that was very quick. Let me cut in, cut out. Let's see how long it takes. There's recent transactions. It says right there, shows you date and time. So that was kind of very quick to show it. But let's see how long before it becomes available to me. And so let me see, what time is it? Let me see if that's the right time. Okay, so right there is the date and time. Okay. So that's the date and time. Let's see how long this takes. All right, let me cut in, cut out. All right, everyone, I'm cutting back in here, and so it does show. Oh gosh, it doesn't focus very well for some reason. Let me see here. Hold on. All right, there you go. So it does show 10 PIVX available to me now. Total 10, 0 pending. It was very quick. Let's have a look at the date and time here real quick. There it is, date and time. So it didn't take too long actually. I checked Block Explorer for PIVX block on crypto ID or chains crypto ID. Anyways, I just did a simple search and put in the address. Put in the address right here, and it showed a balance of 10. So I was like, oh, already? That was quick. And when I realized that on the Explorer that there was a balance already, I went to the PIVX wallet, and voila, it just showed up right there, just like that. So very quick. What does that tell me? It tells me that this chain, obviously, it's not a proof of work, it's a proof of stake. That's one reason why it's very quick. Second, maybe there's not too much use. Proof of work and proof of stake are two different ways of quote-unquote mining and securing the ledger. Proof of stake requires no mining, and basically this wallet I have is basically a node that keeps track of all transactions and connects with other. See right here, as you see right here, that's right there. Not staking is not active yet. I don't know what I need to do to stake, but maybe it just needs to be in there for a while. Anyways, and here, if you see here, I've got 16 connections, and so that's kind of the gist of this. Anyways, so proof of stake requires really no mining, just basically a full node, which I got on this computer. And the other part is if you go to PIVX, they talk about if you go to here, get PIVX, the award system. All right. And so you got different rewards in how you want to do things. Running a master node or stake your PIVX. Staking your PIVX requires staking your PIVX, which has no required minimum, but requires you to keep your wallet active. So basically, put some coins in here, PIVX coin. Keep it open because it's part of the network. It's part of a full node. And then eventually, through randomness, through an algorithm, and based on how much PIVX you have, you'll get more PIVX. That's proof of stake. And then, of course, you could try to run master nodes, which is a different formula. But apparently, there's X amount. Well, if you just go to the PIVX webpage, it'll tell you what their emissions rate is, how much they're going to stake per year, and how they balance, how they figure that. It's a slower emission rate. It's not like 100% or 2,000%, like some other proof of stake coins. It's a slow emission rate, so you kind of have to buy into it really, and from there you'll get your rewards for minting or staking. The difference between a proof of stake and proof of work is simply that proof of work requires mining, like Bitcoin, and requires you to put transactions into a block. And not every miner can do that. Only the miner that basically is able to hash the correct solution from the previous block. That's why it's a blockchain. So that's a blockchain, everyone. This is not by definition a blockchain according to hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, and so that's what a blockchain, sorry, cutting back in. That's what a blockchain is. This is very different. This is similar to running a full node on the Bitcoin network. And basically there is no mining going on. You're just simply running a full node with your wallet or master node. Hence, right here, or well, here master node, and of course the wallet itself. And essentially what you're doing is, let me see here. So hence the word master node. I guess it's a master node because it ties up about 1,000 PIVX coins, very similar to Dash master nodes and stuff like that. So basically a master node is no different than just a regular wallet. It's just that you have 1,000 PIVX in there, and then you receive a little bit different reward system. Oh, I'm sorry, not 1,000, 10,000 PIVX. Here you go. Running a master node, which requires 10,000 PIVX. So, anyways, here's my take on proof of work and proof of stake. Or here's my take on proof of stake. It's very similar to inflationary currencies. And the reason why you haven't seen PIVX perhaps not go up beyond $2 is because after all the initial people who have bought in, they're most likely staking. And then what happens is you have to have new buyers come in and have them stake. And for every new person that is staking or masternoding, it doesn't add to the emissions, but it dilutes the amount of PIVX that is going to be rewarded. It's still going to be 2%. Anyways, if you read it, you understand what I'm talking about. It will raise the price, but you'll have to have more people buy in and hold their PIVX in order to raise the value. But after you reach a certain point, and it's just like the fiat system, it's pretty much very similar to a pyramid, similar but not quite, in that it forms a pyramid, right? So the early investors who have the most coin are on the top, and the newer investors are essentially on the bottom, and you have to buy your way to the top if you can. It requires other people to give up their coins, quote unquote, or you can hold on to your coins and receive rewards, most likely you'll have to buy in. So you have to buy in coins, driving up the price. And so it eventually just forms a pyramid, very similar to the current fiat system that we're in, the inflationary instrument. And so that's what PIVX is. That's what all proof of stake coins are. In order to grow it, again, you need new people to come in to support the price and even increase the price. PIVX is supposed to be a currency. I don't know how real that is. The PIVX community does have quite a bit of challenge. They have to get merchant adoption. They have to get, real world use. They're a long ways from that. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know if they have any plans. Otherwise, this is just like Dash. It's just a marketing. But if they are able to do it, you really have to treat PIVX like a currency, and the wallet is nothing more than a savings account which accrues interest. So take it for what it's worth. Overall, all proof of stake systems have pretty much done something similar. They've spiked up in price when they first come out, and then they slowly lose their value because of the emission rates. Although PIVX has a slower emission rate, it still has an emission rate with unlimited amount of PIVX being created. So theoretically, unlimited amount of PIVX being created. So proof of stakes coins, there really hasn't been a successful proof of stake coin in the cryptocurrency space. Basically because Bitcoin was the first coin, and the premise of Bitcoin was that it was deflationary. In other words, there's a set limit amount of Bitcoin that will ever come into existence, and it's 21 million, and maybe not even 21 million would ever be created, because at some points the mining rewards just, it may not even get to that point. 140 years later, I think 2140 is when the rewards, the block rewards, end. By then, I suspect whatever Bitcoin was going to be used for will be used, and by then, I believe money will have no purpose in our society by then, and whatever Bitcoin was created for will be used or purposed before that time, and then after that time of the purpose and the use of Bitcoin, nobody will need Bitcoin after that, in my opinion. That's just me talking. Anyways, let me end this episode. And anyways, this was a fun experiment. Thank you, Yellow Fever, for you. I appreciate it. This is going to conclude my episode on PIVX. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.